me to give her good advice. He asked me to sit down and help her understand how people gonna come for her, and that's what I'm doing. So she asked me if if I thought she posted this picture, would it be offensive?
It finally happened. Chrisean Rock just broke her silence, and what she said has the entire internet on fire. After weeks of brutal back and forth, cryptic posts, and messy live streams, she's come forward with her side of the story, and trust us, it's not what anyone expected. In a jaw-dropping moment that's already racking up millions of views, Chrisean didn't just defend herself, she exposed secrets that no one was supposed to know. And it's when fans thought the chaos between Blueface's mother, Karlissa, and Chrisean's sister Angela couldn't get any worse. Boom, Chrisean dropped names, receipts, and tears. It wasn't a rant, it was a bombshell. She exposed betrayals, called out fake love, and sent a clear warning. She's done being quiet. But here's the real shocker. Someone close to the family is now being accused of leaking private recordings. And those recordings might reveal who's really been manipulating everyone from the shadows. So, the question isn't just who's telling the truth, it's who's still lying. Stay locked in, because what you're about to hear will flip everything upside down. And we haven't even reached the worst part yet. Just a few months ago, things seemed like they were finally starting to calm down in Chrisean Rock's world. After a whirlwind of toxic moments with Blueface, a turbulent pregnancy, and endless online scrutiny, she had gone quiet, almost too quiet. Fans assumed she was healing, focusing on baby Junior and staying away from the chaos that had defined so much of her recent past. But behind the scenes, the storm was still brewing. And at the center of it all were two names that always seem to reappear in Chrisean's life when things go south: Karlissa, Blueface's fire-starting mother, and Angela, Chrisean's outspoken sister. These two women from two different corners of Chrisean's life have been throwing verbal grenades at each other for months. It started subtly: passive-aggressive comments during lives, shady captions, vague accusations, but it escalated fast. Karlissa, known for airing out family drama without hesitation, has never been a fan of Chrisean. Their beef goes back to the earliest days of her relationship with Blueface. She blamed Chrisean for tearing the family apart, labeled her as unstable, and even called CPS on her when baby Junior was just weeks old. And Angela, Shay, was Chrisean's ride Dorothy until she wasn't. Once fiercely loyal, something cracked between them after Chrisean's baby shower, when Angela was mysteriously uninvited just hours before the event. Angela went live crying, hinting that someone had gotten in Chrisean's head and turned her against her own blood. The internet did what it always does: chose sides. Some fans blamed Angela for chasing clout and exposing too much. Others defended her, claiming Karlissa had been manipulating everything from behind the scenes, using fake pages and burner accounts to pit the sisters against each other. And the worst part? Blueface watched it all unfold and barely said a word. His silence only fueled speculation that he was allowing the women around him to burn each other to the ground while he sat back and reaped the views. Then came the first distorted audio clip posted to a gossip blog that allegedly captured a phone call between Angela and Karlissa. In the clip, both women appear to be plotting how to take custody of baby Junior, calling Chrisean unfit and emotionally unstable. Angela has since denied it was her voice. Karlissa, she said nothing but reposted the blog with a cryptic caption. When the truth hits, the liars panic. This set off a chain reaction that no one could control. Chrisean's fans went feral on Twitter, demanding that she respond. Hashtags like #ProtectChrisEan and #Karlissa is crazy began trending. Angela went live 3 times in 1 week, breaking down in tears and insisting that she never wanted custody of baby Junior, only to protect him. But every time she spoke, the comments filled with snake emojis and accusations. And where was Chrisean during all this? Silent. Not a post, not a live, not even a like. Until now, when she finally spoke out, it wasn't in a rage, it was heartbreak. Her eyes looked tired, her voice cracked. And she said something that stopped everyone cold. "I've been protecting people who never protected me." And just like that, the floodgates opened. She started detailing moments where she felt betrayed, saying Angela had been smiling in my face and texting people behind my back. She claimed Karlissa had offered to help with the baby, only to turn around and file false complaints. She talked about being isolated, surrounded by people who claimed to love her, but only showed up when the cameras were on. She even hinted without naming names that someone close to her had recorded private conversations and sold them. It's gossip pages. And here's where things get really dark. A former friend of Karlissa's, who goes by the alias Miss T on TikTok, posted a video saying she had heard a full version of that phone call and what was said in it could get someone arrested. Miss T claimed that the original clip was only a snippet and that the full audio includes Karlissa making threats and Angela laughing about setting Chrisean up. Fans were stunned, and the comments under Miss T's post filled with demands to release the tape. But before she could post anything else, her account was gone, deactivated just like that. Someone didn't want the full truth getting out, and now everyone's wondering, how deep does this drama go? Because if what Chrisean says is true, people really have been working behind her back for months. Then this isn't just another family feud. This is war, and it's about to get uglier. It all exploded the night Chrisean went live, unfiltered, emotional, and trembling with fury. She started off slow, pacing her room, baby Junior asleep in the next room, as she whispered, "I didn't want to do this, but y'all forced my hand." Within seconds, over 100,000 people had joined the live. It felt like the world was waiting for a bomb to go off, and it did. Chrisean didn't just speak. She unleashed her first target. "Karlissa, I let this woman in my house. I let her hold my son. And she turned around and filed a report on me talking about neglect. Nah, we not doing that no more." Her voice cracked, but she kept going, accusing Karlissa of secretly messaging bloggers and feeding them twisted versions of what was happening behind the scenes. "You using your son's name for clout?" she hissed, her eyes wild with rage. "You acting like you care about family, but you only show up when it's time to go live and be messy." And just when people thought she might stop, there she turned her fire toward Angela. This part shocked everyone. "You was my sister," Chrisean said, her voice lowering into a cold whisper. "But you knew what they was doing. You was part of it. All them fake screenshots, all them edited voice notes. You was helping them." She held up her phone and showed what she claimed was a message thread between Angela and a blogger, allegedly conspiring to spin the narrative and make Chrisean look unstable. The comments exploded. Not Angela selling her out too? Karlissa and Angela been teaming up. This is wild. Poor baby Junior. But Chrisean wasn't finished. She dropped what she called her final straw leaked video sent to her anonymously. In the short clip, filmed secretly, Karlissa is heard laughing on a phone call. "She'll snap eventually," she says. "All we gotta do is wait. Then CPS steps in and we get the baby." You could hear a pin drop in the live. Chrisean stood, their lips trembling, trying to keep it together. "You're talking about my child like he's a prop," she said, tears finally falling. "Y'all playing games with real people, with real pain." And then came the twist that no one saw coming. As Chrisean continued the live, someone joined the comments section of verified account. The username at Miss Angela Rock. Yes, Angela, her actual sister, and she didn't stay quiet. "Stop lying. Them what you really did." Within seconds, the comment section turned into digital warfare. Chrisean froze, visibly shaken. "You really want to go there? On my live, while your nephew is sleeping in the other room?" Angela fired back with another comment. "You forgot to tell them how you locked me in the bathroom when I tried to take the baby to the doctor. You forgot that part." Fans were stunned. Comments flooded in. What is happening? This is spiraling. Save that baby. Chrisean ended the live immediately. Black screen, silence. But the internet was already on fire within minutes. Screen recordings of the entire live were circulating on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Reaction videos popped up in real time. Bloggers scrambled to fact-check the messages. Some said Chrisean was finally speaking her truth. Others accused her of weaponizing her platform against her own family. But that wasn't even the worst part. An anonymous tip landed in a popular gossip blog's inbox just hours after the live ended. The subject line, "Receipts on Angela's plan." The attached files included text messages, voice notes, and screenshots. ALLEGEDLY, proving that Angela had been in contact with Karlissa for weeks planning how to slowly turn public opinion against Chrisean. One message read, "We just need to get one more thing on her, then we can make a move." Some fans dismissed the leak as fake photoshopped or AI generated, but others believed it. One follower posted, "Angela been mad since the baby shower. Don't forget that." And then things took another dark turn. Late that same night, Angela went live herself. She was crying, angry, pacing her kitchen. "I did not do anything to hurt my sister. I only wanted to protect my nephew. Y'all don't know the things I've seen, the things I've had to cover up." She refused to play the leaked audio. She denied conspiring with Karlissa. But what she said next made everyone pause. "If y'all think this started with me, y'all really don't know what's going on. This was Blueface's idea." The chat froze. The name drop caught everyone off guard. Angela continued, her voice trembling. "He the one who told Karlissa to do what she had to do. He said, let her crash out. We'll get the kid." The internet lost it. Not Blueface. He planned this. So this whole time was him behind the scenes. People who had previously been defending Blueface's silence now started turning. Twitter was flooded with memes of him hiding behind a curtain, controlling the drama like a puppet master. The theory: he had been using his mom and Chrisean's sister to create chaos just so he could come out looking like the hero and take custody of baby Junior without getting his hands dirty. And here's where it gets chilling. A blogger who goes by Hood Whisperer claimed that 2 days before Chrisean's explosive live, she was approached by a mutual friend of Blueface. The friend allegedly offered her $2,000 to run a smear campaign against Chrisean. Hood Whisperer declined. But when she saw the live and the drama that followed, she posted, "They tried to pay me to ruin her. They really want her gone." Now, fans were asking, how long has this been in motion? How many people have been recruited? Who else is involved? This wasn't just a family drama anymore. This was a web of betrayal. A calculated, slow-burning plan designed to make Chrisean snap, lose custody, and get wiped from the narrative. And as the pieces started coming together, the public realized one terrifying thing. This was never about the baby. This was about control. This was about revenge, and it's far from over. By morning, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was burning. Every major gossip blog from Hollywood Unlocked to the Shade Lounge had picked up the story. Chrisean's name was trending. #1 on X. But what nobody expected was what dropped at 8:02 a.m. Eastern Time. Because that's when someone anonymously leaked a full voice memo and it changed everything. The recording, over 6 minutes long, was posted to a Reddit thread titled, "The Truth About Baby Junior. Listen before they delete it." Was Angela's voice clear as day? Keen. In it, she's heard talking to someone she calls Mama K, believed to be Karlissa. The two are discussing how to keep the story straight, and Angela says she unstable. If we just let her spiral a little more on live, they'll have no choice but to step in. The internet imploded. She set her sister up. This is sick behavior, fake sister energy. Who knew Karlissa could pull strings like this? And then another voice enters the recording. Male, low, Tom, and chillingly familiar. If y'all handle it right, we don't gotta go to court. I'll just step in. It was Blueface, there was no mistaking it. The same voice that's been rapping over beats for years was now planning a real-life family takedown. He sounded calculated, controlled. Like he'd rehearsed the whole thing. And that's when the narrative shifted. For weeks, people had believed this was a messy family feud between three emotional women. But now it looked like a setup. Like a slow-moving trap engineered by someone who knew exactly how to manipulate every player on the board. Chris E.A. in single quotes as silence was no longer seen as weakness, it was survival. And just as everyone was digesting the leaked recording, Twitter exploded again, this time with a bombshell thread from a user named @InsiderTweets808. A known whistleblower who'd previously exposed multiple Love and Hip Hop cast secrets. The thread was titled, "This wasn't just a setup, it was a deal." In 11 back-to-back tweets, @InsiderTweets808 laid out a conspiracy that had fans losing their minds. The summary: Blueface had struck an off-the-books deal with a streaming network to film a redemption arc documentary, one where he gets custody of baby Junior, turns his life around, and becomes a single father icon. The docu-series was allegedly set to begin filming in July, and the only thing standing in the way was Chrisean. According to the thread, Blueface's camp needed her public image to collapse. They needed chaos, CPS involvement, emotional breakdowns, caught on camera, anything that would paint her as unstable. And that's exactly what had been happening bit by bit. Suddenly, every moment of Chrisean's unraveling made terrifying sense, and it didn't stop. There @InsiderTweets808 included screenshots from a production email chain. One email, dated April 22nd, mentioned ongoing negotiations with family members for beer roll and background testimony. The recipients, an A, Rock, and AK, Saffold. Fans instantly matched those initials to Angela, Rock, and Karlissa. Saffold, they really sold her out for a check. That baby was part of a rollout. I'm sick. This is worse than reality TV. This is EVIL. By noon, multiple celebrities had weighed in. Cardi B tweeted, "I don't care what y'all say, nobody deserves this level of betrayal. Not from family." Trina reposted the clip of Chrisean crying and added, "Women go through enough already. Y'all need prayer and therapy, not clout." But others weren't as sympathetic. Whack 100, never one to stay quiet, went on Clubhouse and said, "Man, Chrisean knew what she was signing up for. It's been wild since day one. Ain't no victims. Here's just better actors." That comment alone set off a fresh storm. Fans accused Whack of enabling abuse. Some even started a hashtag boycott Whack100. Hashtag demanding networks stop giving him airtime. And right in the middle of all this fire, Chrisean disappeared. Her social media went dark. No posts, stories, no lives. Just a black screen posted to her Instagram story that read, "This ain't about me no more. It's about protecting my son. Pray for us." The silence only made the tension worse. Speculation began swirling. Had she left LA, gone into hiding? Had CPS actually shown up? Blogs began posting unconfirmed reports that a wellness check had been called on her home. A blurry photo surfaced of a woman holding a child, face hidden, stepping into an SUV in Baltimore, sparking rumors that Chrisean had gone back east. But then, out of nowhere, Karlissa went live.laughing.mocking. Double quotes. "So, y'all mad that I care about my grandson?" she said, sipping from a wine glass. "Y'all mad that I don't want him around screaming, unstable energy 24/7s? Y'all mad that a mama is looking out?" She then claimed the leaked recordings were edited and that Blueface wasn't behind any of it. "My son got enough problems, don't put this mess on him. It's the baby mama circus show. That's embarrassing." But the live didn't land like she thought it would. The comments lit her up. "You did this for fame. You were caught laughing about stealing custody. Why is this funny to you? And then just before ending the live, she slipped. One commenter asked if she really spoke to the production team about the documentary. She smiled and said, "Baby, I got an NDA. Y'all not getting me sued?" Fans immediately clipped it. Boom, she admitted it. NDA equals guilty. She part of the doc deal, confirmed. And now the internet wants justice. Justice for Chrisean. Justice for Baby Jr. Justice for truth. For truth. But what happens next? Who speaks next? And is the damage already too deep to undo? Because if everything the leaks and insider reports say is truth, then this wasn't a family meltdown. This was a premeditated takedown. The aftermath was nothing short of a cultural wildfire. The public's reaction was divided, with two sides emerging in an all-out battle for the truth. Fans, influencers, and even celebrities weighed in, some defending Chrisean, others attacking her as the ultimate manipulator. The drama spilled into every corner of social media, dominating headlines for days. First came the defenders of Chrisean. They were loud, angry, and relentless. "This woman is a victim. Look at everything they've done to her," tweeted one. User Karlissa was playing a dangerous game. Angela too. "Don't let them fool you." Dozens of celebrities, including Cardi B and Trina, voiced their support for Chrisean, pointing out the way her family had betrayed her. "Blood should be thicker than water, but it's clear it ain't," Cardi B wrote. These women set her up, plain and simple. Then the haters arrived. One prominent online personality posted a scathing video. "Why are we acting like Chrisean didn't have a hand in this?" they shouted. "Her whole life has been one big mess. The way she treats Blueface, the way she treats her own family, it's no surprise they want to take the kid." In the comments, the backlash grew fiercer. "She's playing the victim when she's been living for drama her whole life," one follower commented. "She's always been about chaos." But as the debate raged on, another twist turned the heat up even further. Blueface's silence had been deafening till now at exactly 1:30 p.m. Blueface posted a cryptic story on his Instagram, a black and white photo of a calm lake, with the words, "The truth will come out soon." His followers immediately flipped out. Is he saying it's all true? Does he know something we don't? The comments flooded in, but Blueface refused to address them directly. His silence felt like a storm waiting to break. The media, sensing an opportunity, ramped up the coverage. TMZ, The Hollywood Reporter, Complex all released explosive headlines. Blueface's mysterious post, does it confirm the conspiracy? Are Blueface and his mom behind the chaos? But the industry wasn't just sitting back either. Love and hip-hop producers were reportedly fuming over the leaks. Anonymous sources within the production team reached out to tabloids, expressing anger that the drama had gone too far. This was not supposed to leak. "We had an entire arc planned around Blueface's redemption. Now it's all blown up." According to insiders, the producers were now scrambling to salvage their upcoming season, which had included heavily scripted storylines about Chrisean and Blueface's co-parenting struggles. Meanwhile, an unnamed insider from the entertainment industry dropped another bombshell to Page 6. "The network is rethinking everything," they said. "If Chrisean comes out of this looking like the victim, it might change the entire narrative we've built for this season. They might have to take a different angle, something softer." The real question is, will the audience still buy into Blueface's redemption story? But the most shocking twist came from a leaked video of Angela and Karlissa discussing how the media will absolutely eat up this angle of Chrisean playing the victim. The video, filmed months ago, showed the two women clearly scheming about how to twist the narrative once the drama inevitably spilled into the public eye. This video was the final nail in their coffin immediately. Hashtag Team Chrisean erupted across Social media, with users demanding that both Karlissa and Angela be held accountable for their role in the public spectacle. People were disgusted. They plotted this whole thing family members shouldn't do this to each other. But then, the shock came. The official statement dropped at 4 p.m. from Baby JR's father, Blueface. In an exclusive interview with Hip Hop Weekly, Blueface addressed the chaos surrounding his family. And to everyone's surprise, he didn't deny any of it. He admitted his involvement in the drama. "Yeah, I know what's been happening, but this isn't about me. It's about our kid. And right now, everyone's fighting for attention except for the one person who needs to be protected. His fans were thrown into a frenzy. Some applauded him for taking ownership of his role, while others were appalled. He's admitting it. Wow, just wow," one follower tweeted. "So he's okay with using his family to get what he wants? This is sick." But the most jaw-dropping moment came when Blueface gave a direct message to Chrisean. "I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for Baby Jr. Let me handle it, please." And just like that, he made it clear. This war was far from over. As the day turned to night, tensions only escalated. CPS was now actively involved in investigating the claims, though they had yet to issue an official statement. And now, fans are left with one burning question. Will Chrisean fight back? Will she expose more secrets? Will Blueface's final move be to take full custody of Baby Jr.? As the drama continues to unfold, the question on everyone's mind is clear. Who will be the real victim when this saga ends? The family, the fans, or Baby Jr.? Stay tuned. There's more to this story, much more. Just when it seemed like things couldn't spiral any further. A private investigator, yes, a literal PI came forward with receipts that took the chaos to a whole new level. The investigator, who goes by the name Mr. X, posted a now viral expose video titled, "What They Didn't Want You to See: The Real Custody Plan." He claimed he was hired months ago not by Chrisean, not by Angela, not by Karlissa, but by an anonymous third party to track the movements, conversations, and activities of all individuals involved in Baby JR's life. And what he revealed? Pure madness. First, he presented flight records showing that Karlissa had traveled to Baltimore 2 weeks before Chrisean ever mentioned reconnecting with her family there. Why was she in Baltimore? The report included a time-stamped photo of her entering a courthouse building, with someone wearing a Blueface hoodie standing beside her. Then came the footage, grainy, security camera footage from a public notary's office. It allegedly showed Angela and Karlissa submitting custo-related paperwork. The date: 3 days before Chrisean went live and exposed everything. 3 days before she knew she was being set up. They had already filed temporary guardianship papers, without telling her they were going to take Baby Jr. behind her back. Mr. X says in the video, this wasn't just a media stunt. This was legal. This was real. The internet shattered. They were really gonna snatch that baby. This was planned months ago. Chrisean needs a legal team ASAP. As if that wasn't enough, Mr. X also dropped audio surveillance clips of a conversation between Karlissa and a woman identified only as S, who is believed to be a family lawyer. In the clip, Karlissa says, "We don't need her permission. She's not fit. We have enough." The voice replies, "But you'll need the father's signature if you want it airtight." Karlissa's answer, "Trust me, he'll sign." And that's when fans realized Blueface's quote to Chrisean, "Let me handle it," might not have been a plea. It might have been a threat. All signs now point to one terrifying truth. Blueface may have already signed over custody rights to his mother. And if that's true, Chrisean could be one legal misstep away from losing Baby Jr. for good. The public exploded with rage. Hashtags like #SaveBabyJr, #JusticeForChris, EAN, and #BluefaceExposed trended worldwide. Dozens of influencers, lawyers, and even child welfare advocates started making content urging Chrisean to lawyer up. But as people begged for answers, she stayed silent, completely off the grid. Until 11:58 p.m. that night, she posted one Instagram story, no video, no voice, just a black screen with one sentence: "They won't take him. Not while I'm breathing." The tone had changed. She wasn't breaking down anymore. She was going to war, and that's where it ends. For now, because right now, rumors are swirling that Chrisean has met with two high-powered attorneys. Blueface has been served with papers, and Angela. She's gone completely silent, her Instagram wiped clean. But the most haunting part of all? A final message posted anonymously on a gossip forum late that night. You've only seen part one. Wait until the custody hearing. That's when everything will come out. And just like that, the next chapter is already loading. So now we ask you, after everything you've seen, everything that's been leaked, exposed, and revealed, who do you believe? Is Chrisean a mother fighting for her peace, or a target caught in a web of betrayal, greed, and manipulation? Did Angela really betray her own blood? Is Karlissa ever truly about family? Has this always been about control? And Blueface, is he just staying out of Itor, pulling strings from the start? The court of public opinion is divided, but one thing's for sure: this isn't just drama anymore. This is personal, and the consequences. Life-changing.drop. Your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Blueface secretly signed over custody? Should CPS step in nor back off? And most importantly, who's really protecting Baby Jr.? Your voice matters in this conversation. Make sure to smash that like button if you're as stunned as we are. And subscribe to the channel so you never miss another update, because this is far from over. From secret tapes and backroom deals to legal warfare and public breakdowns. This is only part one. And trust us, when the custody hearing happens, everything will come to light. We'll be here covering every twist, every leak, and every live. As it drops, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next explosive chapter in this real-life saga. Because if you thought this was messy, now just wait. The real war is just beginning. See you in the next one.